Today on the channel, we got a mom that's out for revenge from Friday the 13th NECA Ultimate. We got Pamela Voorhees.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Friday the 13th unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the one that really started it all with Pamela Voorhees NECA Ultimate Edition. But for all your Friday the 13th needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And I got this at Jay's a while back, finally getting around to unboxing it. Perfect for the Halloween season here. And it is Pamela Voorhees. And a lot of people many years later, when they think of Friday the 13th, they think of our man Jason. That's what they think of. But the first one, it was about Pamela Voorhees. And it didn't continue that way, as it obviously morphed into Jason as we saw the final scene in the first movie. And it went from there. But a lot of people do not remember that Pamela Voorhees was in the first one, unless you're deep in the weeds for Friday the 13th. But if you ask the majority of people, they're going to think Jason, not Pamela Voorhees. But Pamela Voorhees loved her son Jason, and Jason loved her as well. A lot of love for that family, and a lot of killing too. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Without further ado, let's take a trip to Camp Crystal Lake here. What is it? Betsy Palmer, I think, was Pamela Voorhees' name once upon a time. She has passed away since then. And wasn't there the story going around that like she did this because she needed a new car, or there was something going on? She's like, all right, I'll do it because it was easy money. I didn't think anybody would see the movie. And she was known to be like kind of a goody two-shoes 50s actress and stuff. So definitely a change for her. And in a weird way, it is her most memorable role. I think most people in today's day and age, this is what they remember her from. So very interesting. The one that started it all, looking good on the package. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. On the back, many looks of one Pamela Voorhees. It says includes machete, axe, knife, broken paddle, bow, arrows, interchangeable heads, and hands as well. They were warned they are doomed, and on Friday the 13th, nothing will save them. The ultimate Pamela Voorhees. And, you know, most of us have probably seen this movie. You know, who's the killer, what's going on, and then you find out it's her at the end. We know the whole thing. Spoiler alert, too late, too late. Looking good in the package there. But let's see what old Pamela Voorhees, and I think possibly Tom McFarlane, my favorite Pamela outside of Pamela Anderson. Oh, shout out to Pamela Anderson once upon a time. Maybe not so much nowadays, but back in the day, an all-timer. See you later. Goodbye. But we got Pamela Voorhees, and there it is. You need a middle-aged woman in your collection? You came to the right place, but I'm going to take Pamela offline, get her out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Friday the 13th, part 1. All right, we got Pamela Voorhees out of the packaging. Let's dive into it. Let's start with the accessories. Let's start with the hands. We get 3 different gripping hands here, different grips on them for the different weapons. That makes a lot of sense. She's got 2 dancing hands, 6-7 hands. Oh, I did it, 6-7. She's got that going on. She's got those hands there. And then she's got a really strange hand here. She's got the old 2-finger shuffle. I don't know what she's up to. I think I have an idea, though. She's got 2 fingers, and they're just like that. And she's doing that momentum, that movement. Maybe she's saying, come here, or maybe she's up to something else. Maybe she's doing air quotations. But we do got that hand going on if you need it. We got her trusty knife. Oh, you got to have a little pocket knife. She's got this little knife. She's even got her holster on the side, like a young Jungle Boy. You guys seen AEW wrestling lately? You've seen Jungle Jack Perry, whatever you want to call him. But Jack Perry, Todd, you seen this? Of course not. You don't watch wrestling. But he has a knife sheath he wrestles in now. It's the most ridiculous thing I think I've seen in my 72 years. 73, thank you. 73 years of watching professional wrestling. So shout out to Jack Perry, making me question my watching style, I guess. Now we do got the oar here. You're ready to row, row, row the boat like you're at an Amon Amarth concert. Everybody on the ground, row, row. You ever been to an Amon Amarth concert? I've been to many. You guys know that. Always wild. And I'm like, do I have to really? And then you don't want to be the one guy on the floor. Everybody's down on the ground on the floor and they're all rowing at the Amon Amarth concert. It's a cool scene. It's cool for it. But I'm like, then you got to get down too, because you don't want to be in the sea of people, the only guy standing up. It's just an annoying thing. It's one of the most annoying things I've ever been a part of. But I do enjoy a Monomarth concert, except for that portion of the concert. We do got the ore right here. Jagged end, perfect for a weapon for one Mrs. Voorhees. We got the Axe of Doom. You know her son's going to take up the mantle with this one. Love a good axe. Got the blood on the axe as well. We do got the machete. Once again, Jason going to take up the mantle on this one. He's going to adopt this as his own. Big old machete ready to take on all comers. And then a strange one here. It was strange in the movie, strange here. It's the bow and arrow. I get a bow and arrow. And I guess if you're going to summer camp, there's a lot of archery going on. I don't know. I never went to camp. My parents never sent me away to things like that. But we do got the bow and arrow. You got a real rope here for the arrow, for the bow. There you go, getting confused. And then we get 4 arrows, which really seems to be overkill for me. What are you going to do with these 4 arrows? No, I'm not talking about Bobby Blitz and overkill. I'm talking just traditional overkill here. But you got 4 different ones. I don't know. I don't know why you would use them. You do got some different ends on them. I don't know. It just seems like overkill to me, and I wish we had something to put them in. Instead, they're going to go right in the baggie for me. So cool for what it is. Doesn't do a lot for me in the bow and arrow world here. But now we're diving into Pamela Voorhees, and I think this being just a female, kind of a regular female figure, they're like, we got to give some extra pizzazz. Give them extra arrows. I think that's where it ended up going. But right out of the package here, we got Betsy Palmer, and I hate to speak ill of the dead, but I'm gonna. She looks like she just smokes like 10 packs a day. You know those ladies out there? There's nothing worse than those old ladies. They're just, hey, Kyle, what's going on? You're just like, wow, man, she's more man than I am. That's what it is. And she's always got that look to her. Like she's just been down in cigarettes, just one after another, just chucking them off. You know, let me light it and just shooting it off there. I had a mentor once in my life, and man, he was a heavy smoker. Would try to stop all the time, would start again. But he said at the height of his addiction, he was smoking in the shower. Can you believe it? That's how you know you're addicted, when you're smoking in the shower. You put it up on the ledge and one of those kind of things. I'd watch him. I'd sit there in the showers and just watch him. Let me tell you. No, maybe not that far, but he was telling me that story, which was pretty wild if you ask me. But she just got that short grandma-y mom hair, I guess 80s mom hair. My mom didn't have hair like this in the 80s, but very grandma-y. It reminds me of my grandma in the 80s. Put some of those big grandma glasses on there. My grandma had this going on. Shout out to Grandma Mert. Yeah, my grandma. She's a real one out there. She's got a very smiling face on here, some creepy teeth. You know, coffee and cigarettes is what she lives for. Got those crazy eyes and the shiny skin. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. A happy one. This could be an old lady in your background or your wrestling fig fed if you want to. But now we're diving into the next head here. Looking a little bit deranged, and she made this face a lot in the movie. Just like, oh my gosh, it's like she's a crazy killer, but she's also that mom, grandma at the end of the day, and she's there, I guess mom in this case. And she's like, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am. I gotta, do this for my son. And her hair is different here. So she's got blonde hair on this one, more of a auburn hair on here. Choose your own hair adventure. Now the third head, oh, she's gritting her teeth like, uh-oh, I did it this time. Oh, I shot that guy. I killed him. Feel bad about that. She's got some shifty eyes, too. And I've seen those shifty eyes in a few shoplifters in my day when I worked at a grocery store. They get that shifty eyes. You know what's up when that's going down. And then the last head here, she's going all full-on rage. She's doing all kinds of killing. And it's hard for me, all these years later, to take her serious in the role. She did a good job, but it's like, it's so over the top. And I'm just like, I wouldn't be scared of this old lady. Yeah, she's got an axe, but she's going to get one swing. And it's kind of like when you train in MMA or whatever, and you're fighting. And, I was always good wrestler. I'd take people down. I'd ground and pound, or I'd squeeze them or whatever. But I was never a big time stand-up guy. But I could do some stand-up. But I would always let the person, I'd defend myself, but I'd always let them try to strike. And I could eat at least one punch, usually. You eat the punch, you take them down. And I don't know how we got on there, but that's what it reminds me of. How about that? But now let's dive into Mrs. Voorhees here. A beautiful sweatshirt. It is Cape season. We're in the heart of Cape season currently right now. But sweater season right on the heels of Cape season. And she's wearing that big sweater here. Very deluxe sweater. Very grandma-y once again. And it's weird. I keep saying grandma when it's technically mom. But to me, a lady like this in the 80s would have been more akin to my grandma than my mom. So plays with my head a little bit here. But nice and blue, nice fabric. It is plastic, not soft goods. She's got 2 splayed out hands, and unless she needs to slap a camper silly, she can do that. And then she's got black pants and black boots. So pretty plain Jane lady here. You got the knife sheath on the side we talked about. She does got a little ring action here. Maybe Jason gave her that ring once upon a time. Arms do go all the way around for us here. Single jointed elbow. Ooh, very tight. Be careful. Side to side, back and forth. Hands removable back and forth, side to side. Head removable back and forth, side to side. Neck articulation on this one as well. A lot of these NECA figures lately, I've been pulling off the head, the whole kit and caboodle comes off. Then I get the hair dryer. It's a whole thing. Can I just pull this head off, or is it going to take... I'll do it later. I'll heat it up. Oh, my gosh. You do get the waist, dumbbell, all kinds of movement there. She can do the twist like Chubby Checker used to do once upon a time. Leg goes up. Single jointed knee, side to side. Still a little bit dangerous in the knee department. Ankles back and forth, side to side. So pretty much our usual articulation here. But quite the mom. We could all wish we had a mom that loved us as much as she did. As much as she did. Think about it a little bit. Would your mom do everything she did for you? I know my mom wouldn't. My mom wouldn't have, but maybe your mom would. And we know Pamela Voorhees would. So shout out to her. She's a real one. Pamela Voorhees. So there it is. NECA Ultimate Friday 13th Part 1. Pamela Voorhees. What's your guys' thoughts on this one? Pick up, pass, long game, no game? Did you have the old one and you said, I don't need this new one? This is a great update from the old one. I never got the old one. So I was like, I don't need to get it now. This one's way better. And that's what I did. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 YouTube channels with content every single day for you. Check it out if you have not already. Check out Patreon and YouTube channel memberships for even more content. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which, conveniently enough, name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, where another mother joins me, my wife, Angie, and we break it down each and every single week, every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found. Check it out, The Kyle Peterson Show. And that's it. For Jason's mom, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we going to dance or are we going to play?